In today's video, we're going to be doing quite a few things to this 2020 F350 with the 6.7 Power Stroke. We are going to be strobing the headlights, strobing the mirror spotlights, and strobing the tail lights and reverse lights. So here are all the modules for the strobing headlights. They're all wrapped up. I'm not going to open them up just yet, but I want to point out this mirror spotlight module kit. You get this from Limitless Auto Works. This is super clean. Maybe I will go ahead and unroll this real quick and show you how clean this install will be. So basically you get this little module right here along with this plug. What this little plug does is allows these mirror spotlights to turn on at any speed, even with the engine off. Super handy thing because these lights actually turn off anytime the vehicle travels over 3 miles an hour, which is kind of silly. So with this one plug that you see right here, you can now turn these lights on at any speed, even with the engine off. Super handy. Now another part of this kit is this module right here from Limitless Motorsports. What this allows you to do is to strobe this light as well. This is a really good light to strobe as it's mounted kind of higher on the truck, and it's going to provide a lot of visibility for you. Once you strobe this, you will be very noticeable and very seen. So all of this is going to sync together. These are going to strobe with these headlights and with the tail lights. So what we've done first is remove the fender liners from each side. This is where we're going to mount our modules and access the plugs so that we can strobe our headlights. This kit is very nice because there will be no cutting of the original harness. We've also lowered our spare tire because our modules are going to mount in this location above the spare tire for our rear strobing lights. We need to tap into our upfitter switch bundle in order to tie the signal wire to our strobe lights. We also need to tie into a pass-through wire in order to get the signal into the cab to provide signal for our strobing mirrors. The other lights are going to be, the other modules are going to be mounted outside of the cab. The two front ones for the headlight C-rings, they're going to be mounted down here in the fender well. So the signal wire is going to travel from the upfitter switch bundle to this area where our headlights are going to be controlled. Now, from here, we are going to be able to so what I like to do is I like to actually remove the entire upfitter switch box. It's a little bit unconventional, it's a little bit different, but what I do is I take off a single 10 milli bolt right here, being super careful not to arc out because this is hot and you don't want to hit the engine or anything. But I take off that single 10 milli, I hit one push pin and the two tabs to remove the entire box. That way when we wire to this switch, we can work with it. It's not going to be cumbersome, it's not going to be too tight into the truck, and we'll have plenty of room to take care of everything that we want to take care of. I want to show you guys this kit from Limitless before it goes up in the truck. Basically this is how it looks. Super OEM, super clean. This is going to interface with the headlight. So you basically unplug your headlight, plug this in, plug this into your headlight, and then plug that plug back into this, and here are your two modules, real nice and clean. Look how everything comes to you from Limitless, all shrinked, wrapped, everything's perfect, so you can install into your truck, or hey, we can install it in your truck. It is still a little bit of work, but if you want to get this done or just order the parts, either way we could take care of you. But anyway, let's go ahead and get this mounted in the truck, and I'll show you guys how that looks. So this is what we ended up going with. We've got the Limitless mounted here under the fender well right there. The module's mounted. It's really hard to even show because it all looks OEM. We did run a wire to the rear. Again, super clean how that's ran right there. Doesn't get any better than what we have. So here's a look at how the Limitless kit looks when it's installed on the truck. And to be honest, it's hard to even tell where it is because it's so OEM. Basically, we've plugged into our OEM headlight and then into our light. So this is all OEM plugs that Limitless painstakingly pins so that everything lines up and works. And the beauty is you're not cutting anything on your truck. There's no cuts to the OEM harness. So this kit can be removed and the truck brought back to stock. Hypothetically, if you sold your truck and didn't want to sell this with it, because these kits cost some money, and you want to just move this over to your new truck, well, as long as not a whole lot changed with the model years, sometimes the pins change, sometimes they don't. Chances are you could just move this to a different truck if you were selling it. This does add value to the truck, but the point is nothing was cut and no vehicles are harmed in the process of installing the Limitless kit. Now, what's cool about going with Limitless is you also get everything you need. You've got your shrink tubes, you've got your crimping. So while this is not a hard thing to do, it still does take some level of skill. I think as long as you're somewhat mechanically inclined, you could probably tackle this job. But if not, we could tackle this for you. But anyway, let's go ahead and keep moving. Show more of this install. Before we close this up, I want to show you guys how Limitless kit looks. Everything's OEM. We're going to go ahead and put this headlight or tail light on the truck, and it's going to strobe just like this one that's already in once we install it. So here we go. So we've got everything in the rear strobing, and I want to show you guys how this looks underneath the truck. Underneath the truck, this is how the modules from Limitless looks. All OEM, no cutting to the original harness, and yeah, everything's routed up nice. Our next step is to put the spare tire back up and move on to the mirror spotlight module in order to strobe that, just like our work light strobing right now. I think it got the point. Alright, so the mirror spotlights are now flashing. I'll give you guys a quick look on the inside of how everything looks from Limitless. So here are the modules. We're still gonna go ahead and cap these wires here, but as you can see, super clean how the module for the mirror spotlights mounts behind here and plugs into that actual module underneath there. So all in all, super clean install. Let's go ahead and wrap this up so we can show you a full walk around of the final product. Alright guys, so this is the final product. We have strobed the headlight C-rings, well, the headlights, and the mirror spotlights, all strobed, as well as the tail lights with the reverse lights. So I've got to hurry up and wrap this video up because this customer has to get out of here. But anyway, my name is Sean. This is DS Trucks. With the help of Power Stroke Tech Talk with A-Rod and Limitless, we were able to fully strobe this truck. There's still a few more lights that we could do. I believe the third brake light could be flashing as well. But all in all, comment below. Tell me what you guys think about this. And I hope to see you in the next video. Over and out.